Hello everyone, welcome to Tech AI and Code, the channel for comprehensive software development. I'm Klaus. In this video series, we are diving into the creation of a fully functional e-commerce website using Django, ChatGPT, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. As you can see from here, this is what we're going to implement. Quite slick, right? Whether you're here to learn how to code or you are looking for top-notch code to boost your own projects, you are in the right place. So I welcome you all. Now, as you can see from here, something I wanted to insist on this video series is the use of AI. I mean, we have to start somewhere with artificial intelligence. I mean, we have seen such an advancement in the field of AI, and it's only fair and logical we integrate this technology in our website. So as I release more videos, I'm going to show you how to add more AI features and also hoping to get feedback from you on what you'd want us to cover in regards to Django and artificial intelligence. So I offer the three sets of source codes which I think are needed when creating an e-commerce store. So this includes like an online store with a pay on delivery model. This is the one that has a pay on delivery model. In that, when a user is checking out, when we click on checkout, let me just log in on this. Assuming I add this product to cart, it's added to cart and I click on checkout. Then here when we click complete purchase, instead of us having a payment method over here, we will just generate the invoice and the customer will get a summary of what they purchased and the total amount they are going to have, in addition to other features including like this calculator whereby we calculate the shipping cost for that client based on the location they are. So in this case, I'm just using some generic names. In this case, it's names from my country. Like assuming the customer is from a county like Mombasa, and then they are a sub county like Likoni, then they get the delivery fee. You can see, and then the delivery expected date. So when we click on save and change, still on the same page, this customer gets this update like the delivery amount, the delivery location, the delivery date, the total cart amount, and then we recalculate the overall total amount to the total amount that we get after adding this additional feature. And then when we click on complete purchase, they'll get this receipt, and then me as an admin, I'm going to get this order detail. And then after getting the order detail, as someone who runs an e-commerce, what you do is you call the customer to double confirm the order. So these are some of the features we're going to implement, and I think having three source codes, it's better because you will be able to understand like how to implement an e-commerce. For one, based on a pay on delivery model. Another method is based on like a normal PayPal checkout. Normal PayPal checkout, the way we are implementing this, let me just show you quickly. Assuming I add this product to cart, it's the same code, but I have kind of divided it into three. You're going to get all the source codes. If I click on checkout, let me just log in. Also, something else, this feature here, you can't log in without agreeing to terms and condition. Like now, if I click on login, you see the customer gets this message, please accept the terms and condition. So if they accept the terms and condition and click login, they are redirected to the site with that flash message. Then when I go to checkout, from here you can see I have a PayPal button. This is a normal PayPal button. When I click on this PayPal button, it's going to check out this overall amount and then redirect to generating an invoice for the client. So the client is going to get that invoice, and I'm also going to get that order that a purchase has been made. I hope that will be pretty cool. Another option I have over here on that still same source code, Actually, I'm going to provide 3 source codes. It's now like an advanced PayPal checkout, whereby we'll have PayPal and the checkout, the one that has that billing information like the first name, last name, and the credit card number. These are some of the small features that we're going to implement. So if you need the source code, you can find them on the link below. I have attached all the source codes. If you fail to understand any part of the code or need support to talk to anyone, also feel free to contact me through the email I've attached below and through the details that have been attached below. Also, I will get back to you within 24 hours. I hope that's clear. So if you can just do a small recap on the features that we are going to do in this project. Of course, the first thing we're going to do is setting up this project. Before we get into the exciting features of it, we will need to lay like a solid foundation to understand what entails Django. So in the first video, I'm going to guide you through like setting up the Django project, organizing the code, installing necessary packages, etc. By the end of that video, you are going to have a fully functional Django environment, which will be ready to bring the e-commerce vision to life. So I will try to make that video as comprehensive as possible as other videos. So no need for like beginners to worry about it. I've like really trying to explain in details, and I hope it will be clear enough for you to do an implementation of your own. I'm also going to show you how to use some of the AI tools. If you have noticed, once you loaded this site, the first thing I think you noticed was these images. Like on this image, you can see this sleek shoe. This is an AI generated shoe, by the way, and with this background of this green chair. Now, what I was looking to generate was a blend of green and gold to kind of just blend the color we have on our site. Like you can see, I don't know if this is gold, this is orange. I usually confuse these colors, but you can see that blend. And also, if you look at something like this shoe, it is enhanced. Well, let me just click on it. Look at this shoe, it's like really enhanced. I enhanced this using AI. So I'm going to show you how I did this and how you can use similar tools to enhance your images, maybe crop them, make the images better so that they can look appealing to the user who is visiting our site. If you look at this image, it's very sleek, it's very eye-catching. I mean, look, this is an AI generated image, by the way. So this is something I'm going to show you how to do. The goal is not just about like aesthetic, it's about like creating a comprehensive edge in the marketplace. So as a developer, something usually says to kind of find something that differentiates you from the mass. So this is one of the ways so that you can do that. So these tools I'm going to show you on them. I also have like the prompts, mostly the ChatGPT prompts that I use to generate this. I'm also going to share them with you so that maybe you can use them on your end to generate such images to increase aestheticity on your site. Another feature we're going to implement is something like Django Jasmine. I hope you have heard about Django Jasmine. If you haven't heard about it, I can just show you quickly. If I go to my like admin, let me just show you. You can see there's a difference between the provided Django dashboard and this is what we call Django Jasmine. I mean, it kind of changes how the site looks. Because now with this Jasmine, it makes the site more user friendly and visually appealing. I'm going to walk you through like creating the super user and also installing the application, the app rather, to show this Django Jasmine. You can see it's very sleek, and also the content is being organized well, unlike the default Django admin. So I think that's something that is going to be interesting. Another thing, like I showed you, it's that registration process. If I can just log out, I want you to notice something here. Here we have sign out. If I can just click on sign out, it redirects us to the login page. Also, the thing I wanted to insist most on here is this agree to terms and conditions. I wanted to implement this part of the code in that if a user logs in, let's say they click login, they can't log in until they click like I agree to terms and conditions. Something else you're going to implement is this remember me feature. I think you have seen it on most websites, whereby if a user clicks this remember me feature, the next time they come to login, the site will kind of like remember they can just logged in. We can set like a particular period of time, maybe a session of 24 hours. If the user has logged in within 24 hours, then the site will automatically remember it. Also, so if I just click on something like I agree terms and conditions and click on login, I'm going to be redirected to just login. I'll be redirected to my homepage with this flash message that just disappears after something like 5 seconds. I'm going to show you how to do that. I think that's a good implementation, and that's something good to learn from someone who wants to create better e-commerce features. Something else is that terms and conditions, like I have said. Then what you're going to do next is like listing these products. If you have noticed with this code, it's a little bit different. Like here you can see here we have popular products. That's one part of the category. We have deal of the day. Then here we have something like top selling shoes. We have trending shoes. You can also have a category for top rated shoes. Also maybe recently added shoes. Now the conventional way of Django, for example, where we usually say like product.objects.all, we usually get all those products in our database. But in this case, I'm going to show you how to differentiate between these parts, between these categories. Like when you click on popular products, or when you're adding products to the site and you choose popular products, they are going to be rendered on this part of the page, and then that will go on to other parts of the code, like this days of the day. When you passing, no, rather when you're adding a product to the site and then you choose deal of the day, it's going to be added to this deal of the day. Differentiating these two parts, I think that's something good. Instead of just like listing all the products at the same time on the homepage, you want to kind of create that aesthetic look on the site that even when a user logs in, they can differentiate what's the most popular product on our site, like what's the deal of the day. So you can also add like additional features based on that, like a flash. Let's say you have something like a flash sale, it can come here on top, flash sale, and then popular products. You can use the same implementation based on how we'll do on popular products, and I think that would be a good implementation for an e-commerce site. So I thought it was something good to do on that. Then something else is something like tags. I think you have worked with tags. If I click on this one product, you can see we have tags over here. Let me just enlarge this. These are called tags. Tags are powerful tools for organizing content. We will add tags to our product, making it easier for customers to find what they are looking for and for you to manage your inventory well. So for example, when I click on the tag men, as you can see the URL, it redirects me to the page whereby we have all the categories. You can see I have all these products that have, let me just reduce the size of this so that you can see it well. We can see all the products that have the tag men. Something else in addition to that is I implement in this category part. So when you click something like sneakers, in addition to filtering through tags, you can also filter by category. You see, we filter by category. I think this is a good implementation. Like I said, this tutorial is going to be like really comprehensive. I'm going to touch on almost every bit you need to know about implementing a complete e-commerce website using Django, JavaScript, and all those other related frameworks, that is CSS, Bootstrap, jQuery, and the likes. I think that will be good. Something else is also this search functionality. If I go back to home, now let's say a user logs into our site and they want to search an item. Let's say something like sneakers. If I search sneakers, let me just search sneaker, or let me search something. I know there's a product, something like boots. Let's say boot, and search. I not only filter by category. You see, I filter the category that has the name boots, and I also filter the product that has the name boot. I think that's slick. That's something to implement, and that's something good for the customer. They can find what they are looking for very easily. So I thought that was a good feature to implement. We are going to learn a lot in this tutorial. Something else, like I've shown you over there, it's the filter of products. If I go to like all the products we have on our site, or the products we have. You can see yeah, I list all the products I have. I mean, and the site is well designed. So if I click something on, like, let's say men, I only filter the items with the category men. I think that's really good. The same goes for, let me just go back. The same goes for something like this price range. If I just change, if I just increase the price range, let's say, uh, let's say all the shoes are 100. That's why I was wondering. Now, if you have like different prices of shoes, I can filter them. Also, you can see here the range is at 100 because all the shoes are the 100 price range. So if we end a, if we end a diverse, if we end shoes with a diverse set of pricing, let's say from $50 to like $1,000, I can just filter. Maybe from like $50 to $500 based on the client budget. That would be a good feature. I'm also going to show you how to implement that. Also, something else you want to implement in an e-commerce website, it's wishlist. Price must between, of course, you know. Uh, Something else you also want to implement is like add to wishlist feature. If I can just yeah, like that, I can just add this product to wishlist. If the client wants to review this product later, they can just add the product to a wishlist. If I just add to wishlist like that, you see the changes color, and then when we go to wishlist, you see here we update the count automatically. So when I click on wishlist, I'm redirected to the wishlist page, and the customer can see all the product that are on the wishlist. Also, they get the status of the product. Like when we look at the stock status on our database, they get the message that this product is on the database. So if they are satisfied with the product, they can just add to cart. If they are not satisfied by the product, they can just remove it from the wish list, and then the product disappears from the wish list. I mean, that's a really good feature to implement. And then when they add to cart, the product adds to the cart automatically. So we can just like view cart. You see, we have our product on the cart. Yeah, that's a very good feature. There's something else. It's this cart. You can see a well-designed cart. When we add products, they are going to enter on this cart. You can also delete. We have this delete button. I don't know if the code. It's an icon rather. So you can just click on delete, and then it deletes the product well, and then it kind of just refreshes and updates automatically. We are going to implement this later. I don't think I've done that implementation over here, but on later videos I'm going to show you how to implement Capone codes. I think I've done the implementation if I'm not wrong. Yeah, that's something we're going to look at. Also, something else, like I showed you, one feature that individuals forget most when implementing e-commerce is that shipping and delivery. In this case, assuming I just click one of these products, let's say I add this product to a cart. Let me just use this beyond delivery model so that I can show you about it. Like I was saying over here, it's this is the delivery and shipping. You need to add this part of the code, this part to the code, and to so that the user can know how much it's going to cost them to do the delivery. In this case, assuming it's something like Kiabu region, and then I'm going to deliver at Banana, so they get the delivery fee. I have implemented this type of system. They get the delivery fee, and then the expected date. I'm going to show you how to do this when they click this. When they click on save changes. Okay, I'm getting an error over there because of summation requirement. Let's see. No, that one. So assuming we add this product to cart, let me just add it to cart, and then I go to checkout. Once we log in, let me just go to checkout. So at the moment, so assuming I want to deliver to let me see, Krenyaga, and then I want to deliver to Moya town, I get the delivery fee and then the delivery expected date. Here you can input any country you are in. If you're in the United States, so here you'd have like United States, and then if you're delivering to something like California, you just choose California over here, and then you get the delivery fee and the delivery expected date. Also, after the customer has like checked out, you want to call the customer and double confirm the order. So when the customer clicks on save, the final amount updates automatically, like in this case the delivery amount, the delivery location, the delivery date, the total cart amount, that is the amount on the total cart over here, and then the overall amount inclusive of the delivery amount, it's this total amount. This is a very good feature to implement. So after that, another feature I'm going to show you, it's the checkout, this invoicing. So if I click on like complete the purchase, you can see the customer gets this invoice. This is just a small implementation of it for the sake of demonstration. So they get the products. If we have 10 products over here, it would show 10 products, then the price of that product, the quantity they purchased, the total amount, the subtotal, the delivery fee, the delivery location, the expected date, and the grand total. They also see the grand total over here, which is like inclusive of tax. So if you have other like tax amount we have to include, you can also include it over here. Also, some in addition to that, it's like the name of the customer. In this case, my name is Pay on Delivery because that's what I used to log in. Also here we can also get the location, although you have already got the location over here, so this would be like redundant. So the only thing we can include over here is maybe like the customer name and then the mode of payment, and then they get this message like, hey, let's say their name is Peter. If you don't receive a call from us within 30 minutes, please call to confirm the order. So the customer can just like print that order. Let me just click on print, or they can just download the receipt. You see, when they click print, they get that order details, and then when they complete the purchase, me as the admin, me as the individual selling that product, I get a notification on my end that there's a customer who has made a purchase. I think that's good. For that, I'm also going to show you how we have implemented like another admin other than the one that I've shown you. That will be a good implementation. So if I can just go back over here, I've talked about generating an invoice. So something else I'm going to show you. Let me just go back a little bit. Something I'm going to show you is this admin. You also want to give the customer a way to manage their data. When they click an account, they can go to something like my account. Create terms and condition login. If they go to my account, they can change their profile over here. Like here you can see they haven't provided their name. So if they go to like dashboard, the dashboard, they can see also the name. It gets the name like Hero Final Normal Checkout. This is the name I used when creating an account, and then they get like a summary of how much they have been purchasing over the year. Like you can also see we have only had one purchase on the month of August. Then like orders, they get the details of the orders they have had. Like you see this order, the one that they made with 100, it's over here. In this case, the status is processing. So from our end, like from an admin perspective, all I have to do is change the status to like delivered if the product has been delivered, and then this status will change automatically. So they can also change like something like my address. you can enter an address. Once they enter an address over here, it's going to be the default address. Then something like account details, they can just enter the account details, final, like normal checkout, assuming that's their first name. Why display name, final, their email, and then the password. They can also change the password and save the details. It will update automatically. I'm going to show you how to do all these features. When they also click logout, they will just be logged out of the page. I think that's something good to implement for the customer. Another thing I thought that would be thoughtful is having like an admin page. Before you go to admin page, maybe I can show you other features. So now, assuming the customer has made a purchase and they don't know the status of their order, so I have implemented this order tracking feature. So the customer can just track the order based on their order number. So if I can just log into our admin, let me just log into admin. I've implemented this functionality in a way that they can track that order based on like the SKU of this product. So if I go to like I think it's cart order, and then this is the purchase they made. You can see like here the payment status is processing, and then the product status is like processing. If in this case the product status, we change it to shipped, and then we save it, shipped. So when I copy this SKU, which will be given to the customer, and then we paste it over here, then they search. You see, they get the status of their order from our database. Like the order status is shipped, order date. So if we have another status, or like that item is not on our database, we can just include that over here. And anything else we would want to show to the customer, maybe the order date, you've already shown that. Also maybe the pay status. If the issue is on the pay status, we can also show it to the customer. We can also maybe show them the price, the amount of what they purchased. But in most cases, what they want to know is the status of their order. So I think that's a good feature to work with. Another feature we're going to implement is like on contact page, something I saw that would be better. Let me just show you. On contact page, I've implemented something called Google SMTP. That is when a customer sends us a message. So instead of me seeing this message on like the admin, I can see that message, me as the individual who owns the site, I can see that message on my email. And also I'm going to send the customer an email telling them that I have received their contact form and the message that they wanted to send us. If it's something urgent, then I'm going to get them like within a given period of time. So by example, let's say the customer name is like what's the name? Let's say Gudogan. Good. How do we spell? Let me just use another name. Let's say Foden. Email. I'm going to use my email for the sake of demonstration. All right, teens 42 at gmail.com, like that. And then phone number. This is not my phone number, by the way. So subject, I need, or having issues making a purchase. Then they describe their message. Let's try some gibberish over here. And then when they click like send message, you see your message has been sent. We will contact you soon. So this is me. This is my email. So assuming this is the email of the individual managing the site, if I refresh, I get a new contact form submission from the individual who sent it. You see their name, I get their full name, I get their email, I get their phone number, I get their subject and their message. So if it's something urgent, I can be able to respond to them as quick as possible. I thought that would be a good feature to implement. it's on the code. Also something else, the customer will send that message, they get a confirmation from me, like message received, hello Foden, thank you for reaching out to us, this is to confirm that we have received your message, we'll get back to you as soon as possible. I think this is better than just the customer sending us a message and then they don't know whether the message went through or they did not go through. So I thought that is something that would be good to implement. There are so many features that we have done in this site. Also here, let's say they subscribe to our, how do we call it, our newsletter. We are also going to send them a confirmation message using using a similar approach. That will be good. I've also implemented this like WhatsApp chat. It's a little bit different from what you're used to. I have created like a JavaScript file to make this easier, to make that part stick here at the bottom, and it's reusable actually. I've also attached it on the code. You're going to see it. They can just continue to chat. That's my number. I don't know, that should be there. That's my number. They can just go. They can just chat the individual who they want to chat with on the site. Also something else, it's let's just look now finally at the admin. Now this is the how is it the customer? No, this is the user admin. No, this not this admin. So this admin, it's how did I call it? It's user admin. User admin. I thought of implementing this part of the admin. I mean, like now you can see orders. The individual who owns the site, they get like an overview of what's happening on the website instead of going to like this part of the admin dashboard. It would be better if they can see everything amalgamated in one place. For example, they can see like the orders, excluding orders in transit. They can see they have one order pending, and also that order we made, you see we get the order SKU, the billing name, the date that order was made, the total amount. Also the paying status, you can see here the paying status is not paid. Also here I forgot to change this part. Of course, if this is something like a pay on delivery model, of course payment status will be pay on delivery. When they click on view details, they're going to see the details of this order. So like you get that overview of what's happening on your site. You are able to manage your orders effectively. You also get the number of products in your site, the number of categories. We're also going to get the monthly earnings, like the revenue. Also, when it comes to like managing your site, like when it comes to like something like products, instead of adding products from this part, so like in most cases, this is all we provide the customers, by the way. So if you click the products, I see the products. Also, you can see the way like I implemented this part of the code. We get the user, the title, the image of that product, the price, the categories. Also, categories, by the way, I've implemented it in a way that you can get multiple categories on one product. I haven't seen that in many videos. The status, the product ID. So instead of them managing the product like this, they're just going to manage them from the like this user admin dashboard. So if they only want to filter like products with like sneaker category, when you click sneakers, I only get the product with sneaker categories. So if I want to change something on this product, I can just edit. When I click on edit, I'm taken to this edit page. Let's say I want to change the name of the shoe. Let's say I call it soccer sneakers. Soccer sneakers, like that. Soccer sneakers, and publish. I haven't changed this part of the code, so let me just provide some generic name over here for the sake of demonstration. I'm going to change this part, don't worry. I don't know that it will work. if I have a missing feature, it give me a message over here. Let me just refresh this. I'm missing one feature. Let me just go back and change another one. Just click on the product. Let's say I click on edit. Okay, I'm missing one field over here. I'm going to change that. I should have a user field. Like in this case, let me show you. If I click on this product, I should have this field, user field, so that I can select me as the user or the individual managing that site. I think that's why I'm getting an error over here. So, but if we look at other features, let's say I want to delete this home agency boot. If I click on delete, the product is deleted from our database. So if I refresh over here, where is, if I go back to like the home page, you can see it was over here. That shoe has been deleted, so that would be a good feature. If I go to I think it's products. Yeah, go to products. Yes, you can see that shoe has been deleted. Yeah, that's a good implementation. So yeah, I think that will be cool. Among other features we're going to implement, we have talked about contact us, subscribe, order tracking. Also something else is customer review and rating. When you click on a product, I'm going to show you how to implement what's that part? This review. So the customer can just stand a review over here and they provide a star. Of course they have to be logged in. I don't know if this is working at the moment. Let me just try. Review added successfully. Yes, of course it's working. You see like final, normal checkout, me the individual doing that review. My review has been added and then the stars have been provided. And then here we recalculate the customer review automatically. So out of 5.0, 5 star, I should get the percentage of individuals who have provided a 5 star on that one product. I think that will be useful. Also something else I'm going to finish with is software testing. I'm going to show you how to do software testing using AI. In this case, we're going to use, I think we're going to use GitHub Copilot. That's one that I used initially before AI started booming. I think this is a very old tutorial. This is a very old video, by the way. I think those will be some of the features that we are going to implement on our site. Once they have been implemented, I think we will have covered almost every aspect of developing an e-commerce, and you can transfer the same knowledge to building your own. If you want the source codes for all these codes, by the way, I provide 4 source codes. One is pay on delivery, another one is normal checkout, another one is an advanced PayPal integration, and the final one is the template of this code. If you want those source codes, you can find them on the link below, or you can find them on my website. If you're having a problem with them, just contact me via WhatsApp. I have provided my number over there, my email is over there. So I'm hoping that you stick with me in this tutorial. If you have any other suggestion that you may like to suggest, any other thing you may like to learn in regards to Django and e-commerce development, you can send me a message. If you want us to work together, you can also send me a message, and anything you want, you can also find me on my socials, and you can send me a message on email, and well, we can talk. So by the end of this series, you will have a fully functional e-commerce website ready to go and start making sales. So whether you're here to learn or to build, I'm excited to have you with me. So let's get started, and I'm hoping to see you on the first video. Thank you.